a glorious, glorious Thursday morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. What's good? This is your daily sports betting show of record. We like to call it the Early Edge. We're powered, as always, by the almighty SportsLine, the best value in all sports betting. And it's not close. Why am I in such a good mood this morning, you ask? Well, for those of you here every single day, you know why. But for those of you new to the brand, welcome. Coming off a fantastic day. And for the young man on Twitter last night who chose to tweet at me and said, your prop bets today have been brutal, this is for you. Look at that day. Early Edge in 5, absolutely perfect yesterday. And I'll take the Grizzlies off the board. They decided midday to sit everybody. Dead to us, Memphis. Now, today is a very special day. And finally, Major League Baseball gets it right. They put 15 games on opening day, an embarrassment of riches, but not as big as the stars I have ready for you. We've never put this lineup together before until today. Look at this. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a brand new member of the crew I would like to introduce to you. You'll be seeing him the entire baseball season. He's got a cool swag. He's got a cool name. And he's going to be winning tickets. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Matt Snyder. I'm kidding. Amags.
That really was going to throw me off there because I don't have a cool name at all. And you were talking about Amags, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Amags, welcome to the Early Edge, sir.
Well, thank you. We got to get Matt a nickname or something, right? Because he needs a cool name. But I appreciate you guys bringing me in. And like you said, I'm excited to cash some tickets with the crew this year.
Let's go. Now, she is back. There are, let me count them, 11 NHL games tonight. She is the Ice Queen. Allie, good morning.
Good morning. Yep. Pretty busy day today. Huge NHL slate. And then obviously with MLB opening day. So super ready to get at it.
There we go. And Brock says, Allie, can't wait for the ice cold picks. Love that, Brock. I'm with you on the T-Wolves last night, by the way. Now, this man, you just saw him on CBS, another platform. He's all over the place. And if you didn't watch our MLB Futures episode with Amags and this man yesterday, I can't help you. Matthew Snyder, good morning, sir.
Good to be here. Well, it was good to be here until I got made fun of for my basic name. But I'll try to get things going before I have to make some picks here.
At least Amags is fitting right in, taking shots. I mean, just right from the start. Now, speaking of nicknames, this man's been an absolute savage. He is the one and only counselor of Cash, Mr. Sia Nejad. Good morning, sir.
I don't appreciate that on the first day of baseball, Amags rocks the Yankees cap. He must know that I grew up an Orioles fan, and my only memory from the Orioles being anything somewhat good was when Tony Tarasco was sitting under a fly ball and Jeffrey Mayer stole it from him, and then everybody just kind of laughed about it because it's the Orioles. Yeah, I don't appreciate it. That's a shot. That's how I see it, at least. So I'll try to stay on to the end of the show, but I don't really appreciate the disrespect.
Whoa. Is this MLB Sia that's starting to come out? Or do we have an MLB Sia?
Oh, hello. Can I tell you? Listen, I'm not the caliber of Matt and Amags, and I will not pretend to be. I've already put a moneyline parlay EC style in, and I'm leaning towards a first 5 play as well. Listen, it's baseball season. I gotta take part.
Wow. EC style. Now, you know you've arrived, everybody, when somebody in the chat is wanting a diss. True story. Bitsy says, I don't like Sia. Can I get a diss? With all the hearts. They want you to now take shots at them, Sia. That's how good you've been. Well,
I get that. I've been taking shots at them for the last few days, and it's not going well for the chat.
No, it's not. All right, let's get into it. We're not going to do storylines that could affect the betting lines today. No. We've got a lot of baseball games to talk about, and I'm going to make it three choices today, and we'll have most people talk about them, and then we will address it. All right, so we like to call this little game fade or follow. We got a lot of favorites today. We've got 3 different games. The Blue Jays, Alek Manoah on the mound tonight, minus 120 over the Cardinals. And you got the Orioles. Oh, they are plus 105. Kyle Gibson on the mound against the Red Sox, Corey Kluber. And then the Mets. They have Max Scherzer on the mound tonight, taking on the Marlins and Sandy Alcantara. You always know on opening day, you're going to get the best against the best, the ace against the ace. So, Amags, you're brand new to our crew. We love the fact that you're here. Of those three teams, which favorite are you fading or faulting? That's stupid. Which favorite is going to win on opening day? Let's make it simple. Go for it.
Yeah, so I went with the Blue Jays here, and similarly to how you said this, all these starters are aces. I didn't want to pick against Sandy Alcantara, just not something I wanted to do with the Mets. And then I'm not exactly sure what we can expect from this Boston Red Sox offense. I actually think it could be better than we would think, but just not ready to go there. First game of the season, I'll take the deep lineup and Alek Manoah.
Boy, they have been really deep. Hopefully they start off good for Blue Jays fans. So, Maddie, Blue Jays, Red Sox, Mets. Which favorite wins today?
Well, I agree with Amags that the Blue Jays are a good pick. I will pick against Sandy Alcantara, though. I'm going to go with the Mets and Max Scherzer. The Marlins somehow didn't even face Max Scherzer last year. He faced the Nationals, Braves, and Phillies 11 times combined, but he did not see the Marlins at all. That's not good. If there's less familiarity between a team and a starting pitcher, generally I'm going to like the starting pitcher. On the flip side, the 2 times the Mets faced the Marlins in Miami last year when Alcantara was pitching, they won both of those games. I'm going to keep that going, and we're going to go with Max Scherzer and the Mets.
I love it. Oh, we've got the ladies showing up for baseball too. Rebecca, morning, friends. Let's get this baseball season started. Rebecca, get your crew together. Get them into the chat. Let's go. Now, Sia, we got 2 Blue Jays. Are you going to follow the pack? Or are you going to stand out? What do you like here?
Yeah, I'm not going to follow the pack. I mean, I mentioned the Orioles from the outset, and I think they're going down to Corey Kluber and company. Listen, if Kyle Gibson is your ace, if Kyle Gibson is the guy you're rolling out on opening day, you're probably in trouble. I think the offense for the Orioles might be actually kind of decent, but at the end of the day, I'm going to take the pitching matchup here. Kluber hasn't been amazing, but Kluber's a good pitcher. He's better than Kyle Gibson, so give me the Sox.
And you're only laying the 25 cents there, which is a pretty good price for a Corey Kluber started game. Now, we're going to do a lot of sides this year like we just did. We're also going to do a lot of props. Before we get to that, I got to pay those pesky little bills. Here's a word from one of our incredible partners.
Get breaking news.
Big news coming out of the NFL today.
Highlights and instant reactions.
The largest final round comeback in Ford championship history. We're down to the final 4.
I just want to take time to analyze greatness.
Talk winners and losers with a guy who's already a big winner.
CBS Sports HQ. It's all sports all day long.
Oh, and the early edge is going to be taking over CBS Sports HQ very, very soon. Almost every single day, you'll see a member of the crew on HQ, and we will promote it on SportsLine at Twitter, so you will know. Let's get to the props, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we know that last year Aaron Judge had a phenomenal season, but he's got a brand-new contract and brand-new pressure on those shoulders. He's the captain now. So, let's do this. I got Paul Goldschmidt at plus 480. I've got Aaron Judge at plus 325. And then the man who plays 20 minutes from where I'm sitting right now. I watched him play 6 times last year. It's amazing in person to see all the different cultures of people that show up to watch Shohei Ohtani play. Love him, love him, love him. So, Amags, of these 3 sluggers, which one goes deep today? Start us off.
Is it really a question? Did we see this man in the WBC? This guy, Shohei Ohtani, is something to marvel at. And then you're going to put him up against a guy like Kyle Muller, who's never seen success in the majors. He did not see any success this spring, awful with a 6.5 ERA. Give me Shohei Ohtani. I think this is an easy one for me at almost the best odds on the board, too. I'll take Ohtani.
All right. Well, in the chat, Jason says it's going to be Judge. So Amags says it's going to be Ohtani. Jason in the chat says it's going to be Judge. Matt,
I hope it's Judge.
I know you do. I know you do. Matty, what do you hope it is today?
Yeah, I'm on Ohtani as well. I often say that unfamiliarity is generally in favor of the pitcher, but when the pitchers are basically Class A pitchers, then I can think we can throw that out the window. And given what, as Amags said, given what Ohtani just did in the World Baseball Classic, probably against stiffer competition than the Oakland A's are going to run out there against him today, I like him to go deep at least once. He's going to dominate on the mound as well. Judge is a tougher bet. It's about 45 degrees there, and he's facing Logan Webb, who is an ace, not a well-known ace, but he's an ace. Not much familiarity there. I don't really like Judge at all, so I'm going to have to disagree with the chat, but I'm going with Amags. I'm going with Ohtani.
But Maddie brings up a very good point. For those of you brand new to baseball betting, you got to look at the weather. And when M Squared is on, he'll give you the weather report. The air density matters. You may laugh. You may joke. It matters. Trust me, it matters. All right, Sia, we're coming to you. Steven in the chat says Ohtani did not just play in the WBC. He is warmed up and ready for opening day. That might be a factor. What say you here?
The O in Ohtani, it stands for offense. I'm going to make it a clean sweep. We're going to take Ohtani at plus 470. Pretty great number against Muller. And for the record, that money line parlay I mentioned, it actually includes the Angels. It was the Angels and the Padres at plus 110. You can either take that first 5 or the full game. I like first 5 bets, but either way, it's plus 110. Either way, I like the Angels in this one. I like Ohtani.
We'll be doing first 5 bets. We'll be doing totals. We'll be doing sides. Everybody here will be doing baseball this year. However, it is now time to get to our board for the day. And I am fired up for the board today. But you guys know, you at home are to blame for this. You made this show so big and so popular that we have everybody just knocking at our doors and says, Coach, I want to be a part of it. Here's another one of our incredible partners.
Follow the path to passion, hope, and history. A tradition unlike any other. The Masters on CBS.
My favorite golf tournament of the entire year. The Masters, where we get to work, CBS. Oh, we have a very special early wedge for you next Tuesday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. The great Steve Scott will be a guest. He famously played Tiger Woods in the U.S. Amateur. He's played in the Masters. Great insight. We'll have him live on the early wedge on Tuesday, which, I know me and you are very, very excited about. But I'm excited about today. And Amags, this is your first opening day with the early edge and SportsLine, but hopefully it'll be the first of many. So I'm going to give you the opening spot. You're our leadoff hitter. What do you like today?
Well, I love that, Coach. I'll be the leadoff hitter, and I'm going to the prop market. I don't really want to dive into heavy money lines or run lines just yet. I'm going to take Matt Olson over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. This is one of my favorite prop markets to bet throughout the year because there's actually a lot of paths to victory for us. You can have a sac fly and a walk that turns into a run, and you still cash the bet without any hits. So over 1.5 is a solid number for a guy like Olson, where he just popped 8 home runs in spring training. He was hitting 450, just tearing the cover off of the ball. I don't usually read too far into spring training stats, but he's definitely ready and rearing to go. And he's a notorious fast starter. He's a career 300 hitter over the first month of the season. And when you try to derive a bit of consistency from some of these bets early on in the season where you really haven't seen how teams or lineups are going to perform, I like the over 1.5 on this prop market for him today.
Right away, educate and entertain, my man Amags. There's so many different ways. You don't have to jump right into the deep end. Wait to see how teams do a little bit if you so choose. Amags, great start. All right, we've got 11 games on the ice tonight. Allie, I've made you wait long enough. What do you have for us today?
Yep, so I am going to go with the Panthers at Habs over 6.5. Sam Montembeault, he's currently listed as a starter for this matchup, but I really wouldn't be upset to see Jake Allen take the ice here either. But in 7 periods against the Panthers, Montembeault has a 6.52 GAA this season. And then similarly in Jake Allen's lone start against Florida, he only lasted 21 minutes before letting through 6 goals. So I have no clue what's going on with the Panthers goalie situation. But again, this is just one of those situations where I really don't care who's going to start. So it's either going to be Alex Lyon making his second start for the second night in a row, or you're going to have Matt Guzda making his NHL debut because they brought him up from the AHL. So we have no clue what's going on with Bobrovsky. They've been pretty quiet about it, so we don't know how that's going to kind of play out. But I think Florida's offense is going to come out firing because of this. They finally kind of put themselves back in the race for the playoffs, even though their chances are still going to be slim. But I think they're going to try to do everything that they can to make that happen. And really, against the Habs, I think a big offensive kind of game is really going to do it. And we saw that last game go crazy over. I think it had like 14, 15 goals or something like that. So I think we could see another one of those kind of games.
What does it say when an offense is so good that it doesn't even matter which goalie plays for the other team? That's finding value. That's digging deep. I say it all the time. I can only lead you to the water. Allie can't help you drink. All right, so we're halfway home. halfway home. However, 2 big cappers still to go. And Matthew Snyder, I've got a lot of respect for you. A lot of respect for you. But right now, the man who's in the maestro spot has been killing it day after day after day. So, with all due respect, I need you to go next, if you don't mind.
Yeah, that's good. I'm good with the pressure. Bring it on. Just to piggyback on what I said earlier about the weather in the Bronx today, 45. It might even be lower than 45. I think Garrett Cole is going to go out and absolutely dominate an incredibly mediocre Giants lineup right now. I don't. Yeah, I think I'm going to say the Giants don't even score. So if you like the under there, I'm good with the under. I'm going to go with the Yankees on the run line because like I said, I don't think the Giants are even going to score. So Yankees getting to 2 runs, I feel pretty good about that. Maybe it'll be something 3 or 4-0, something like that. The Yankees on the run line, but again, take a look at the under too because it's cold. And opposite Garrett Cole is another ace in Logan Webb, an underrated ace at that.
And for those of you that are brand new to baseball betting, what Matt just gave out is it's the run line, and Amags clearly validates it. And when you go into the game, it's usually like that third line down, and it changes the juice completely. It's a great way to do it if you have a dominant pitcher on the mound, and we'll be doing a lot of that. But you got to really listen to the different bets that my guys and ladies give out every single day. Maddie, thank you very much. Now, we have a golf tournament counselor that a lot of people are sleeping on, because the Masters starts on Monday, and we can't wait for that. But we still have a lot of tickets that we can still cash before we get to the Masters. Bring it to me. Let's go.
Yeah, when you go to the store and you tell them this money is from the Valero, they still take it. So keep that in mind. And if you watch the early wedge, you got a lot of tournament picks, outrights, first-round leaders, things of that nature. And I have an article on SportsLine as well showcasing a lot of that. But let's go with round 1. I've got 2 plays. They don't start till 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. One's at 2:09, and I believe the other one is at 2:18. So we have plenty of time here. The first one is a 2-ball. You can find it over at DraftKings. It's Chris Kirk over Cam Davis. This is -130. Listen, Chris Kirk is playing very, very well. He just won a tournament, and he's a really good course fit with really good course history. Cam Davis is actually a decent course fit here as well, but he's just not playing well. And even though we have these tougher conditions, it's going to be windy this afternoon, probably a little rainy, which Cam Davis should shine in. The fact is his metrics aren't that good. He hasn't been good for a while. Chris Kirk, on the other hand, is the opposite side of that spectrum. -130, a very fair price here. The next one you can find over at FanDuel. It's a 3-ball. It is Eric Van Rooyen +160. This is a big plus number. Keep that in mind. Over Jim Herman and Emiliano Grillo. This is one of those classic 3-balls where it's really a 2-ball. I'm trying to get somebody, I'm trying to push somebody out, edge somebody out, and it's Jim Herman. Jim Herman is just one of the lowest rated guys in this tournament. I don't think he's going to be a factor in this matchup, but I'm getting the enhanced number because he is in the matchup. So really what I'm getting is EVR at +160 against Grillo, and Grillo is just one of those guys. He's so shaky, especially with the putter, and I think you're going to need to putt well in this tournament and in round 1. EVR, on the other hand, has actually been playing really well over the last 3 or 4 tournaments. I think this is a very good +160 number against Jim Herman and Emiliano Grillo. Take EVR.
Another time for education. If you're new to golf betting, what Sia just did is bringing the juice down again. You take a 3-ball, which is opposed to a 2-ball, and you throw in a name that just hasn't been playing very well, almost like it doesn't matter. And it brings the juice way, way down. Very, very smart, as always, by the counselor. Couple of chat questions. Maddie, coming to you first, and Allie, I got one for you. Omar wants to know if you like you mentioned the under in the Yankees game. Do you like the first half under in the Yankees game?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, Cole and Webb are going to throw up zeros for a little bit. When I was thinking about the Yankees winning by multiple runs, I actually was thinking about the late innings. So, yes, that's absolutely, that's a great bet.
Okay, the under is 3.5 -120. Omar, that's for you. Allie, Gas in the chat wants to know if you like the first period over 1.5 in your game.
I just think taking those those period kind of over-unders aren't very smart. Just because, I mean, it's like you have a full game to do it, so why just limit yourself to a period?
True enough. All right, so Gas, that was for you. Stay away from the first period bets, courtesy of the Ice Queen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, great job today. Great opening day. But again, as you guys know, we're here every day. We'll be here every single day of the Major League Baseball season, bar none. We don't take days off, even holidays. We're here. We are here. Haven't missed a day since 2020, and that will continue. I can promise you that. Grab your paper, grab your pencil. Here is the recap, courtesy of the Snake on the ones and the twos. The counselor We got two big plays today from the Valero Texas Open. Chris Kirk, he just won a few weeks ago. He is in form over Cam Davis. And Eric Van Rooyen, plus 160 over Jim Herman and Emiliano Grillo. Then Amags, first play of the regular season. Let's go. Matt Olson, over 1.5 hits, runs, or RBIs, minus 125. Get creative with your early season baseball betting. Then Matt Snyder, he's just like the Yankees get it done. The Giants probably won't even score. It's going to be cold. It's going to be nasty. This is a great 2-0, 3-0 win for the Yankees. Then Allie, she's on the Panthers and the Canadians over 6.5. Do not forget 2 NBA games today. I promise you we'll have picks for those coming up later today on Early Edge and 5. And EC, I am quite certain we'll do something stupid that we all can laugh at. That's a guarantee. But with all that being said, there's only one thing left to do. And I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. For my entire crew, love them all. Allie, Counselor, Matt Snyder, who we need to find a nickname for according to our other guy, Amags. I am simply the coach, just trying to drive this train. And, of course, the Snake, always doing the hard work behind the scenes. The show looks so amazing because of him. Turn on your notifications. We're about to get busier. Busier. That's all I'm saying. We grind for you so we can win with you. It's what we're all about at the Early Edge. Good luck.